For people who want to battle you, so-called battle you, or debate you, or what scriptures say concerning the Mashiach, you don't have to really go through a heated argument or anything. Just deal with them politely. Let me show you. You got people pushing the doctrine about Christ did not do away with the law. That don't even sound right. It sound like it's like they saying like you saying that he destroyed the law, or he just said whatever, like this phone, like whatever. No. These people are too carnal. Beware of carnal people. People who have eyeballs and they do not see what they looking at. They don't have sight. Then you got people who have sight, the mind, the madai, to think, what they reading, the thought, you know, and stop relying on their eyeballs all the time. They go by sight. They go by the sight. You know what I'm saying? You hear, let me correct it. When you hear the things that you see by sight, you're going to understand clearly more than just going by your eyeballs. The ayin, which is the Hebrew word, you know what I'm saying? A ibari word, to watch, I ain't talking about the time, the wristwatch. I'm talking about to watch, looking, you know what I'm saying? Seeing everything, This is the doctrine. When they come to you and say you have to keep the commandments, okay, cool. Keep the commandments of who? Of God. Okay, cool. But ask more of them. Ask them basically to elaborate what they mean about keeping the commandments. See if they're gonna take you to Yahshua the Mashiach and read all the teachings that he say, his teachings, and move forward. You know what I'm saying? His teachings, and listen to what the apostles, the ones that he taught, listen to them too, right? Whatever the Mashiach say goes. Mark 9:7. Mark 9:1 through 7. Verse 1 to 7. Right? So, whatever the Most High say goes. Just like when he told the prophets before Yahshua, the Mashiach, right? Who was also a prophet. And what he told before the prophets like Isaiah, Ezekiel, Joel, Amos, right? Samuel, right? Before all them, right? He told Moses, right? Deuteronomy 18, Deuteronomy 18, 15, matter of fact, 17 through 19, verses 17 through 19, in Deuteronomy the 18th chapter. He already warned you in verse 19 to listen to that prophet that's gonna be like unto Moses, and it's the Mashiach. You got to listen to him now. He is Rabbi. He is the teacher. Rabbi, Hebrew word meaning teacher. Moses is not the head of every man. The Mashiach is. So yeah, whatever's written by the stroke of the pen, every jot that you read in your Bibles, that you read in the Torah and in the Petunic, in the Tanakh, right? In the Torah, yeah, it hasn't disappeared because it's still before you to this day, physically, and it's in the minds of many. But understand this: that it says until everything is accomplished. Why? Because there's a prophecy about the law being written in their hearts. So if you follow the Mashiach and you know Mark 9:7 in your head, then you should have no problem with understanding Matthew 5:18. You will have no problem with the book of Hebrews. It speaks about why he's a high priest after the order of Melchizedek, the king of peace. Why you think he is the prince of peace? The torch has been lit a long time ago. People still being yoked to Sinai. You're going through the cycle, the paradigm of Egypt, wilderness, Horeb, Sinai. And you're doing it again. Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Don't worry about Genesis. You still going through those phases. You still going through knowing those. How many times does Moses have to sprinkle the blood upon you? You know what I'm saying? Don't you know that was a physical thing that he had to do? Because when you read the New Testament, was the blood of the Mashiach literally upon the people, upon themselves and their children? Right? Let his blood be upon us and our children. Oh, you forgot about that, right? You are messianic, right? Messianic. You Mashiachs, right? You believe, or Mashiachim, right? Christians, right? So man, look, all I'm saying is that it's cool to teach and practice those things. So, because you're trying to get into the kingdom, but understand when you tell people that they are up under the law of Moses, you in error. Because how are you up under the old covenant? You know what I'm saying? How you up under the things that was conveyed to Moses when you already took upon the cup and you took the bread that was broken? You doing that as a traditional thing. People call it communion now. You know, wine and bread. Where they get that from? The 12 disciples. How the 12 disciples know about that? The Mashiach. Who allowed it? Yahuwah. Mark 9:7. Listen to him. Where they get that from? Moses? Moses told you what you need to know. Deuteronomy 18th chapter. Yahuwah gave the stipulation. He gave you the warning in verse 19 of that chapter. You got to listen to the Mashiach, just like Peter, James, and John had to. The Most High, the voice told them to. Don't get upset at Christians that want to do what the Mashiach says. He told you do not worry about certain things. You got to know the scriptures. You got to learn and meditate, just like you meditate at Sinai. I'm speaking spiritually now. You know, not trying to speak metaphorically or parable like, but hopefully those who actually listen and they actually getting it, right? Because you got those out here who say they are Yahuda, and it's a good chance that they are not, but they do lie. Just like the ones who really in the land who say they are Yahuda. You see, you in the same rope-a-dope, and you in the same little circus with them over there in the land of Israel until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, right? Pay attention to context clues in the scriptures. Pay attention until everything has been accomplished by the prophets. The song